In this video, we're going to be celebrating 70,000 subscribers here on the channel, and I'm going to show you exactly how I created my social media post to celebrate this occasion. Welcome back to the channel. My name is CJam, and here we are already inside of Adobe Premiere Pro, and I got a motion graphic template from Envato Elements. Right now, Envato Elements is the sponsor of this video, but we'll talk a little bit more about them later on. So I got a motion graphic template from them, as I mentioned, and all I did was I went into my captions and graphics section here in Premiere Pro, and I just went on my computer to where I had that file and I just dragged it in. So this is the folder that I got from Envato Elements. Here's the motion graphic file, and all I did was just drag it in after going in my captions and graphic workspace. You'll see here that Premiere Pro is telling me that the file already exists because I already installed it. Another way you can install motion graphic templates is by coming over here in your Essential Graphics tab and clicking this little plus sign here, right? And that will allow you to install a motion graphic template. All you have to do is navigate where on your computer you have it, and here's our motion graphic template file right here, or for short MOGRT, right? Now with that already installed here in Premiere Pro, I'm just going to go ahead and create a new sequence. I'm going to do that by coming over here to my project tab and just right clicking and just click new item and then sequence. You can also do this by going up top to file and then new and then sequence, and then you can also do it by coming down here in your project tab once again. Let me expand this for you, and just clicking on this new item icon and then coming up to sequence like so, right? Now I can create a sequence with whatever settings I want. So let's go ahead and just name this 70K celebration. And the preset that I want to use is just, DSLR, as I always use, but you can choose anything that you want to use, right? So let's go ahead and keep it as is, 1920 by 1080 pixels, a standard 16 by 9 aspect ratio, and then let's click OK. So now we have our blank canvas that we're going to be working with, and all I have to do next is locate my 3D streak title MOGRT over here in my Essential Graphics tab, and just here it is, and then I can just drag it in like so, right? And Premiere Pro is going to ask me if I want to keep my existing settings that I just made for this new sequence, or if I want to change it to match the MOGRT. Let's just go ahead and click change settings. You can keep it as is if you want, the way you created the sequence. Now it's gonna work for me and load this sequence, and let me just show you what it has here. It has some 3D streaks here. That's going to be just around the default title or the default text that you have in this MOGRT file. You see it says your title here, and your tagline will be written here right below that. Let me just expand this so it comes up bigger for you guys. See that? You guys can see that much better now, right? Now if I were to click on my MOGRT, I'll get some controls over here where you see main title and then tagline. Now what I want to write here is just 70,000 subscribers, nothing too intense, right? Subscribers, and that's gonna change here for me. Let me just write it all caps. All right, 70,000 subscribers, and then for the tagline, let me just write thank you, or maybe I could just write subscribers here, and then oops, did I spell that wrong? Yes, I did. And then just keep 70,000 up top, right? What do you guys think? That's looking much better, right? And you can also see here that I have some X position adjustments here that I can make, and Y position adjustments to both my main title and my tagline. Now let me just adjust the Y position for the tagline and just move it down like so. Let's make the size of the 70,000 a bit bigger. Let's just increase that, right? That's looking pretty cool. And then you have some color options here that you can adjust, right? You can adjust the colors of the background, the streaks, etc., etc. Now let me just go ahead and open my libraries tab here, and I'll have my colors here from my library. And what I'm going to be doing here is let me just change the background color number 2 to all white. Let's just keep the background full white. See that? Nice and clean. I have some streaks here at the beginning of this motion graphic template, these streaks right here. Now there's a slight orange here that you can see, an orange flare. I'm just gonna hit this eyedropper tool and then choose my brand color orange here. And then, wait, let me do that again. I think my cursor was affecting the color here. Let me go back and pick the color again. Let me turn off the cursor, pick the orange. No, that's perfect. I can change the streak colors to white or to my own blue if I want, you know, my brand color blue. That's okay, I like that blue, but let me just use a picker, pick my blue, and I think I'm gonna keep this other streak here white, right? Because I really like how that looks. And further down, you'll see it just wraps around. It just wraps around the 70,000 here. This 3D element is really putting my computer to work. See that? So these are the streaks that we just hit, right? We just changed these colors here. Let me go back up top and change the color of the 70,000. Right now it's black. Let's just choose my brand color blue. And I just turned off my cursor highlighter. Let me turn it back on for you. My cursor is right here. With the 70,000 blue, I think I want to keep the streaks orange. What do you guys think? So let's go back down to orange. Where is it? Streak color is blue. Ah, here we are. Let me turn off the cursor again. And then let's hit orange for the streak. That is looking much cooler. As you know, my brand colors are orange and blue. Primarily, you can see them all right here as well, right? And that's looking pretty cool for me. What else would I like to change? I mean, that's pretty much it. You have a rainbow flare here at the end, you know, at the end of the animation. Let's just bump that up some more to see the rainbow flare in its fullest form, all the way up some more. Let's hit Control and S to save all that we've done so far. Where is the word subscribers? Let me come down here. Oh, there it is. So it shows up after. All right, let's make that a little bit bigger. Let's move it down some. What do you guys think? That's okay. That's okay for me. It works for me. But here's what I want to do. I want to post this on Instagram, right? And I want to post it as a reel, like a full vertical reel. This as it is not a full vertical reel. So what I'm going to be doing is hitting Control and S to keep this, to save this, all that we've been doing so far, right? I can change the settings of this sequence and convert it to a vertical reel. But what I'm going to be doing, instead of doing that and ruining everything I've done so far, I'm going to go back to my project here, locate the sequence. It's right here. You can see that 70K celebration, right? I'm going to hit Control C to copy and then Control V to paste it. Then I have two of them, right? And let's just name this one. Let's just rename one of them vertical, right? Now let's open the vertical one by double clicking. You'll see it came right here. So I have the regular one, 16:9, and the one that I'm going to convert to a vertical. Now let's go up top to sequence and then sequence settings, and now I can adjust these frame size values from 3840, 2160, and just invert those. Just replace, just swap those out, right? I can't even speak. So let's go 2160 and 3840. And before the aspect ratio was 16:9, and you can see now it's 9:16. And let's just click OK. And it's going to ask us if we want to, if we're sure we want to do this, and we're going to lose our preview files, etc., etc. All we're going to be doing is clicking OK, and now you'll see we have it here in a vertical frame, right? But here's the cool thing, because we made the background pure white, like it's completely white, all I have to do to make the rest of this black area white as well, because remember the original form of the template is 16:9, right? I do know we've converted the sequence to 9:16, so we need to fill this black space. What I'm going to be doing is going into graphics and titles, new layer, and then a new rectangle. Now let me click on this rectangle, and I have some controls over here. What I'm going to be doing is hitting the rotation 90 degrees from 0, hitting the scale from 100 to about like 600 or 700, somewhere there, about just enough so it fills the frame like so, right? Then I'm going to move this graphic item, this graphic layer, this graphic track however you want to call it. Just move it below the 3D streak here. That way it fills the frame and it's not covering what we already have, right? So you'll see it's right there and it's ready to work for us. Control and S to save this. Now, if I were to go ahead and hit the enter key to render this out so we can play it smoothly, you'll see what we have here, right? So enter, and it's gonna render all the files for us, all the frames for us, and then we can play it back smoothly here in Premiere Pro, right? Now, remember earlier I said that this video is sponsored by Envato Elements. As you can see, I got this template here from Envato Elements, and I would not be able to celebrate my 70,000 subscriber milestone with such a cool reel for social media without this template. And Envato Elements has thousands more templates that you can use for your own purposes or for clients. Or if you're brand new to Premiere Pro, you can start practicing with motion graphic templates, right? I use Envato Elements every single day in creating these YouTube videos that you guys are watching, so trust me, it's tested and proven, as you can see here. And it gets even better. Envato Elements wants to offer you guys 70% off a month's subscription from their website. All you have to do is click that first link in this video's description to get started right now. Let me just expand this view and then press play, and you can see our animation is looking pretty cool, right? 70,000 subscribers. How cool is that? All I have to do now is just export this and upload it to Instagram as a reel and just throw some music on it, right? Or I can just use my own theme music here in Premiere Pro, whichever I see fit. All I have to do to export that is go to File and then Export and then Media, and it's going to ask me where I want to save it and what's the name I want to use in saving it. And if I come down here to Video, I'm just going to go ahead and click Match Source. That will conform it in the exact same settings that I had in the sequence. I can just go ahead and click More here under Video and click Render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality, and then just go ahead and click Export here, and it's going to save my file for me, and all I have to do next is upload it here to social media, right? So have you ever tried motion graphic templates here before inside of Premiere Pro? Now that you know the awesome things that you can create with motion graphic templates, how confident are you to get started if you haven't started yet? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.